Here we are with Dr. Stephen Nicholas, head of New York Orthopedics, best orthopedic surgeon in the world, head of sports medicine, best in the world. His dad started the whole practice. It is September 2025. Outstanding orthopedics. When sports medicine was introduced to the NCAA as a practice, how did your dad start?
Well, sports medicine wasn't in the NCAA in the beginning. It really started from the college, from the pro ranks down. Sports medicine started in 1960, really, when they noticed that players were getting injured on the NFL, and one player died, and then they insisted on the doctor being present at every game. And from there, doctors started going to every college game, because previously just trainers were at games.
And when we talk NCAA today, I'm going to assume we're talking about Division I.
It could be all divisions. It doesn't have to be just one. Everybody needs care no matter what the level of the athlete.
Does it matter throughout divisions, or is it the same care throughout all divisions?
It should be the same care. Certainly some resources are more with the Division I than Division III. So some teams will have 2 doctors or 2 trainers or 3 physical therapists. But ultimately it should be the same care for everybody. It's a risk involved for everybody, no matter what the level.
Tell us please about the development of orthopedics and sports medicine at the Division I level throughout the years, and where it's gotten to
today.
You know
what's happened now is many, many years ago, there was no fellowship in sports medicine. In 1973, the first fellowship was developed at Lenox-Hill Hospital. So we had the first person after their training doing 1 extra year of sports medicine. And since that time, fellowships have sprouted out throughout the country. We now have 4 fellows every year, and those fellows go out to different parts of the country and invariably hook up with a college team or a high school team and start caring for them. So now we've raised the level of education of the fellows, so they're prepared to take care of the people who are participating in sports at the college level.
What sports in the NCAA produce the most orthopedic injuries, and how should they be best addressed?
Well, I think football is certainly the highest injury rate, but there's also girls soccer has a high instance of ACL tears. Ice hockey has a high instance of injuries. How they should be addressed by having a good program with a good trainer, a good physical therapist, educated coaches, and then a good doctor to go see once they get hurt.
What are the pros and cons of drug treating injuries at the NCAA level in regards to physical therapy?
The pros and cons of what?
Of drug treating injuries with drugs.
Well,
drug testing, things like that.
Well, listen, I think that whenever you have big money, which is now through Division I football, you have people get $4, $5, $6, $10 million on the NIL. They're going to take some risks to their health in order to get them back on the field, and some of those risks involve taking steroids or taking performance-enhancing drugs, and sometimes pain medication. So I'm against all of those things. The only things I think the drugs you should take are those drugs that help you to heal. Sometimes anti-inflammatories with an injury. Sometimes you might use injections to help people heal, but I don't think drugs to enhance performance is indicated at any level at the collegiate level.
How should NCAA rules be modified to better address the immediate and long-term orthopedic health of the athletes?
I think that I don't know if the rules need to be modified. It's just to make sure that people have a high-quality doctor on the sidelines. I think the act of having doctors pay for the right to take care of teams is absolutely the wrong thing to do. So some doctors take an advertising program with a college, they're advertising their program, or they're advertising on their billboards, and so you're not necessarily getting the right doctor or the best doctor taking care of the teams, but it's the doctor who's paying the most, or the hospital system who's paying the most to care for the team. So I think that puts at risk the doctor-patient relationship, and ultimately might ensure you don't get the highest quality doctor.
Did you play NCAA sports when you were in college?
I did, but not at I played at Harvard. I played football for the first year and a half, and then stopped when I got injured, and wished I could continue to play, but I couldn't at that level.
And do you actively participate in the NCAA in your practice today?
We do take care of some colleges, and we take care of a lot of professional and collegiate athletes.
And do you have any certain stories we should know, or any final thoughts on the NCAA and orthopedics, please?
I think that a lot of the people who have taken care of the collegiate level have become doctors because they get interested in injuries. So remember, college is an educational system, not just there for playing sports. And many of the the athletes who I've cared for, particularly in some of the Ivy League schools, had come to me and wanted to become doctors later, and we've helped them to go to medical school and do research and enhance their application for residency. So I think that it's a wonderful mix of performance athletes and also the education that results in some of these people being doctors.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, PJ.